Hi, thank you so much for viewing the second video newsletter. Really excited about the first one and how many people actually watched it. And I'm hoping that everyone will get a chance to watch this one. In fact, I'm making it homework due by Wednesday, hopefully. At least we're going to try it out. Due by Wednesday to have your child watch the video podcast with a parent or guardian. And I'd like to have it done by Wednesday. And I'd like you to please fill out the accompanying the worksheet that goes along with it. I'm going to want your child to write what he or she is most excited about learning for this week, and maybe you can make a comment as well. What I'm really most excited about is the conversation that's going to happen between your child and you about what's going to be taking place in the classroom for the next week. It's due on Wednesday because I will actually be out Thursday and Friday. I'm going to be in Philadelphia celebrating Jewish holiday Rosh Hashanah with my family. So I won't be there at school, so that's why it's due on Wednesday. We have a very, very busy week, even though I'm not going to be there Thursday and Friday. We're still going to have a very busy week. There'll be a wonderful substitute, of course, on Thursday and Friday, but the days that I am there, we are going to start our Pen Pals project. We're going to be partnering up with a school in Guinea, West Africa, and this school is very much impoverished. Malaria is a big issue. The school doesn't have a latrine, a bathroom. There's no power. It's just a very difficult situation for these kids. And we're going to be writing letters to students in West Africa. We're going to start writing our letters not this coming week, but the following week. But this week, we're going to learn a lot about West Africa, and we're going to see a PowerPoint presentation. And we're going to kind of find where it is on the map and discuss West Africa. So you guys are welcome to please look at my wiki page, which you're already looking at, but there's an actual page about Guinea, West Africa. And just look through it, look at the pictures. There's several videos there, educational websites about Guinea, West Africa. So please check that out and have a conversation with your child about that. Also, you can talk about malaria as well and about how it's through mosquitoes and mosquito nets. Eventually, we're going to try to do a fundraiser for that. In math, we are going to start rounding to the nearest 100 and the nearest 1,000, as well as to the nearest 10. And I actually put some video tutorials. I'm very excited about this, so please check that out. If you go to the math page on the wiki page, if you click on math page, there are several video tutorials. It's my first time ever doing this. I'm really excited. I think you're going to like it a lot. So check that out. It shows different strategies that you can use to round. The rounding hill and the rounding number line. So please check those video tutorials out. Also, students will be learning a rounding rap. That's on the math songs page on the wiki page. And hopefully, shortly, your child will know the lyrics pretty much by heart. And that's another way to learn how to round. We're still going to be reviewing ordering from least to greatest using place value. We'll be reviewing using good math vocabulary to explain how they solved their problem, using hundreds, tens, ones, the digit, those kinds of math vocabulary words. We will also be practicing standard, expanded, and word form, and model form. So these are the things that are ongoing practices, but we're going to focus on rounding this week in math. In reading, we're going to be working on monitoring comprehension, which is thinking while we're reading. Also, something called fix-up strategies that will help us when we notice that what we've read hasn't been making sense. Strategies such as going back and reading one more time, maybe a little bit more slowly. Things like that. We're going to continue our focus on Indianapolis, and I found a great children's book about Indianapolis. So we're going to photocopy various chapters, and kids are going to become experts on various chapters of that book, which focus on a different event or time period in the history of our city. As far as working with words, we've studied 14 word wall words for the month of August and September, since it started in the middle of August rather. And shortly, I'm going to put those 14 words on Spelling City, which is a website to practice for spelling. And once I do that, I'll put that on the wiki page as well. Please ask your child about how we used crayons as a way to practice our working with words word wall words. We made sailboat words. We made what else did we make? Rainbow words and Halloween words. These were different ways that we could use the crayons to practice our word wall words in a creative way. So if you have crayons at home, please ask your child to show these strategies off. Also, we used Play-Doh to practice our working with words, word wall words. So there's always a fun way to practice at home to show creatively how the kids to use those mediums to be creative in practicing word wall words. Lastly, thank you to everyone who turned in dictionary money. I've ordered enough for the class, and a few people are still missing their periodicals money, so I'm going to be contacting those folks, because we do need to order those very soon. And lastly, thank you for any parent who has offered to volunteer in the classroom. I'm still in the process of figuring out schedules, but I'll be contacting you within the next week or so to set things up. So I will definitely be contacting you, and I really do appreciate you offering to help, because it'll make a big difference. If you haven't filled out a form and you would like to volunteer, please email me or give me a call, and we can get that figured out. Really excited. It's going to be a great year, and thank you so much for all your help.